Mutual Fund Key Information Memorandum. This is key document for any mutual fund scheme. Now we know that as an investor, it is important to know about SID, Scheme Information Document, SAI, Statement of Additional Information, and Key Information Memorandum. When it comes to Key Information Memorandum, it is actually summary of SID and SAI. As its name suggests, scheme contains the key information of the scheme which is important for the investors to make decision. It comes attached with the application form of the scheme. As in case of SID and SAI, scheme format is also prescribed by SEBI. It contains information like investment objective of the scheme, risk profile, allocation pattern, plan details, expenses, AMC details, performance, etc. Next, we will look into scheme format, and by looking it, we will try to understand whether this document contains all the required information which an investor should know before making any investment decision. As you can see here, Key Information Memorandum, it contains name of the AMC, scheme details, and if it is new fund offer, then when new fund offer is opening, when new fund offer is closing, and after that when schemes will reopen for continuous sale and purchase, and then the information as prescribed by SEBI. So as an investor, very first thing which investor should know is what is the investment objective of the scheme. Example, one objective of the scheme could be to provide the investor with the opportunity of long-term capital appreciation by investing in a concentrated portfolio of equity and equity related securities. So here it basically tells where AMC will invest money. If investors are okay with the objective, then investor can proceed with buying of mutual fund. Then asset allocation pattern of the scheme. This is also important. Example, if it is equity fund, then most of the investment will go in buying equity instrument. For the first time investor, it is also important to know the risk profile of the scheme. What all are the different type of risk investor may need to bear when investing in a particular scheme. So scheme document also contain risk profile of the scheme. Then comes plans and options. Now we know that investor can buy mutual fund unit directly from AMC or via intermediary, and also mutual fund scheme comes with growth option and dividend option. So these plans and options are also important for investor. Then applicable NAV. If investor is making subscription for new units or if making redemption of existing unit, it is important for investor to know what would be the NAV for his or her transactions. Minimum application amount, number of units. Without this information, investor may get confused. The reason being is it is not the standard amount which applies to all the new scheme or existing scheme. Then dispatch of redemption request. For this, it is clearly written within 10 working days of the receipt of the redemption request at the authorized center of the particular mutual fund. Then benchmark index. Investor also wants to know how their fund is performing. Not on stand-alone basis, but there has to be some benchmark. Against that benchmark, how their fund is performing. So it is required that all AMC should also have one benchmark index to compare the performance of the scheme. Then comes the dividend policy. What is the dividend policy of the scheme? Name of the fund manager. This is important. Fund managers are the professionals who have knowledge and experience in security market. They are the key person for fund performance. Fund manager makes buying or selling decision of different securities under scheme so that investors' return can be maximized, but within investment objective of the scheme. Name of the trustee company, And then this is also important, performance of the scheme. In case of new scheme, there will not be any performance track record, but if it is existing scheme, then it should have details about 1 year return, 3 years return, 5 years return, and since inception return, and also against benchmark. Expenses of the scheme. This can be divided in two parts. One is at the time of buying or selling of unit. Another one is recurring expenses. Entry load for new fund offer or continuous offer. Exit load for new fund offer or continuous offer. Waiver of load for direct applications. This would not be applicable as there is no entry load now. Tax treatment for the investor. Now we know that statement of additional information is the document which contain all the tax related information. On a regular basis, investors should also know net asset value. How they can know? So for that also there is a guideline. The NAV will be declared on all days and will be published in 2 newspapers. NAV can also be viewed on mutual fund website or MFI website. Even after that, if there is any issues, any grievance, then where investors should contact, those details also available in scheme document. And then unit holders information. This is basically for the different reports. Here it says give the frequency and the policy of the fund house for the providing the accounts statement, annual financial results and half yearly portfolio to the investors. So here in scheme documents, in short, we have all the scheme related information related to expenses of the scheme, information related to performance of the scheme, information related to plans and options, information related to fund manager, and after that if there is any grievances, then also name and address where grievance can be registered. So in summary, I would say that investors should go through scheme document thoroughly before making any mutual fund investment.